Hi, everyone. It's Mitch from PickDogs.com here with your free live show. Of course, we're here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We do 10 a.m. on the weekdays, 11 a.m. on the weekends this time of year. When we switch to daylight savings time, it is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. Just I live in a place where the time zones don't change, and that's why we have that weird time difference. Doesn't matter. We get it done, and these times are never set in stone. It's always just a work in progress. Whatever's going to work for the most people are the times we're going to do the shows. But we got NFL Monday Night Football tonight. We've got 9 NBA games. I've got 3 premium picks in the NBA. And then, of course, we got tons of college basketball going on. I'm still trying to get my feet wet with the college hoops. So, I'm kind of treading lightly on it, trying to get familiar with it. I'm doing tons of college basketball videos, and they're hit and miss. I'll be honest with you. It's just we don't have enough to cover it. But I tell you, the thing about covering college basketball early, when not everybody else is really concentrating on it because they're still concentrating so much on college football because that's dominating the Saturdays, is that when it does get rolling, we'll be right in the front row. And that's how we've done it every single year. I've done it that way for, forever. And I'll continue to do it that way. That's how we find the Vermonts, like we did last year. That's how we find games like Georgia State last night. That's how we find those games, is by doing the homework now. And this weekend, we actually have a tournament starting on Thursday in college hoops. And you guys know those college hoops holiday tournaments, like next week here in Maui. Those are exciting. Those are great. If anyone's coming out to Maui for the tournament next week, by all means, let me know. You know what tournaments generally mean and holiday times? It means that we have daytime weekday sports. So on Thursday, we have 11:30 a.m. games. Miami, Missouri State, Villanova, Middle Tennessee, all early. Florida St. Joe's, Mississippi State Tulane, all afternoon action starting this Thursday in college basketball. So you guys know I love weekday daytime sports. That's the best there is, right? Back when I used to go to work every day, that was like my dream, that there would be weekday daytime sports. I could watch that instead of doing whatever they wanted me to do at work. But starting Thursday, and then next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and of course Thursday is Thanksgiving. Is next Thursday. See what college basketball looks like on Thanksgiving Day. And even on Thanksgiving Day, college basketball loaded this year. Creighton, San Diego State, Iowa, Texas Tech, Marquette, Davidson, and plus tournaments. Plus tournament results. USC, Fairfield. This loaded. Maryland Temple at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. But, of course, we do free picks on this show every single day. So be sure to join us. Of course, if you're watching us, if you could hit the thumbs up, it's always greatly appreciated. Kind of what the thumbs up does, it kind of gets us out there. YouTube rates their videos and rates their channels, and they don't have a lot to go by. So the way that they generally do it is they look at thumbs up and subscribers. Wow, it looks like we don't have a lot of people watching today, so maybe I'm not doing something right. Did YouTube notifications not go out or something? Is that what happened here? Let's give everybody a couple of seconds to join us. It's all right. What always gets me is people say, I didn't get the notification, but it's we're live every day at the same time. But good morning to everyone that's joining us. Of course, we have videos on almost every game out there. So if I don't go over a game in detail, or I say something, yep, no notifications. That's what I figured. Well, we'll just do what we do then. UTSA versus Utah State. We'll get rolling with it. Not a game that I did a video on, that's for sure. so early in the season. But Utah State, 19-point favorites. The line opened here at 19.5. We got 4-0 Utah State, 0-4 UTSA, and UTSA also 0-4 against the number. They've played Delaware, Oakland, Southern Illinois, and Oklahoma. Oklahoma, they were getting 12.5. They lost by 18. Meanwhile, Utah State, really not a lot here though, but Denver's not a bad team. They crushed them. They were laying every game that Utah State has been big numbers. Minus 21.5. Wow. Minus 21.5, minus 16.5, minus 23.5, minus 29.5. One of those against Montana. Yeah, I wouldn't say that this is in the Maui Jim Invitational. The Maui Jim Invitational is next week. It's here in Lahaina. I'm looking at this Utah State though against. Yeah, everything about this game right here, the game that we're going over, the Utah State against UTSA. Should have this on the board. I like Utah State here laying the big number. Every game that Utah State has been in has had a big number. But I'll take them here. Bucks versus Bulls. Once again, if you want more detail on this game, I have a video out on YouTube that I did specifically on this game. It's about 1.5 minutes long. The NBA videos and the college basketball videos and even the new college football videos, I took out all the fluff like that I used to put in videos, and I kind of just say, Pick Dogs is my website. On YouTube, I do tons of videos, so subscribe, and then here's the game. And then it's just like 1 minute or so. So they're really short, but powerful. But anyways, I like the Bucks in this one. These teams just played recently, and it was all Bucks. I don't see anything changing, even though it moves to Chicago. I like what the Bulls are. I kind of like what the Bulls are doing some of the time, but I don't like them in this game. I'm going to take the Bucks. I like the under in Chiefs Chargers. We're at that divisional time of year, late in the season. These games are super meaningful, and I expect to see black and blue in this one. Yeah, like I said, this isn't really the Maui Jim Invitational. The Maui Jim Invitational is next week. It's here in Hawaii, here in Maui. So anyone that's coming for the Maui Jim Invitational in Maui, if anyone's coming, by all means, shoot me an email, mitch@pickdogs.com. Let's hook up. Let's go watch some hoops. It's a great place to watch hoops, and there's great teams in it. I believe Michigan State, Kansas is in there. If both those teams go through, that will be the final. Michigan State, Kansas. Last year was Gonzaga, Duke. Two really good teams. So, I mean, it's always really good teams. The way they work the Maui Jim Invitational now is that 1 year Chaminade is in, the other year they're not in. So they're only in it every other year. This is a Chaminade year, but like I said, they got Michigan State and Kansas in there as well. There's no guarantee that those two teams will play each other. They have to. The only way they can play is in the final. But in this one, Charleston Southern is lousy. I looked at this game. I did a video on this game on YouTube. You can see more detail of my pick there. But I did take Michigan State. I think they can name their number. This is like, there's some of the better bad teams, and this isn't one of them. Put it this way. I put the logos on my YouTube videos. I couldn't even find a logo for this one. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. We got a small crowd today, so every thumbs up is going to count. I got 1 thumbs down. I got 10 thumbs up. Still about a 30% ratio. Wofford versus Missouri. I like Wofford in this one. I gave this out once again. There's a video pick on YouTube on this game, but I took Wofford. You can see all my detail in the video pick. Bryant versus Niagara. Let's see what we got. see this. I don't even know who the hell Bryant is, to be honest with you. So it's going to be a quick Bryant versus Niagara. I don't even see the game here. I can't even find it on my. Oh, there it is. Niagara +3, which is weird. Niagara's 0-3 to start the season. Bryant's already 3-2. See, we're starting to get some games under the belt, but Bryant played Leiden, but they have the win over St. Peter's. They crushed them 69-44 as 2.5-point dogs. Lost to Cornell, lost to Rutgers by 2 in the game they were getting 22. And they lost to Brown by 2 in a game they were getting 6.5. Meanwhile, Niagara losers to St. Francis, crushed by Rutgers by 50. Losers to Drexel by 8. They covered in that game. I like Bryant. So that looks like a good one. Morning, good morning. Plus 135. That's a lot. Hello? Colgate versus Auburn -15. Oh, I get it. The Knicks game. He's asking on the money line. That game's in the premium area. You can get my pick on that one there. Colgate versus Auburn. Auburn -15.5 is where this is now. Auburn 4-0 on the season, but just 2-2 against the number. Colgate lost to Syracuse by 16. They got routed by Clemson, who's not good this year. So they played up, that's for sure. They made it to the NCAA tournament last year. They lost to Tennessee in the opening round. Meanwhile, Auburn, they haven't really played anybody, but in that Davidson game, they won by 10. They were only laying 2.5. Whew. Let's see. Let's look at defense. 6-point differential in defense. Big difference on offense. I would not bet this game. I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't bet it, but I don't know. I think you take the points actually. I'll take Colgate plus the 15. It's too many points. I took the Spurs in the video. You can find that on YouTube. I took SMU on the video. You can find it on YouTube. Just did this one. It's also on YouTube video. Did a separate video on that game. I'm doing about 30 videos a day, so you can get almost all of these picks on the videos. Morning. Newfoundland, Canada. Snowy day here. I'm going to play golf as soon as the show is over, unless I finish a little bit earlier, which I might do. So is that all the questions we have for today? So we can wrap it up. But yeah, yesterday was a crappy day for me in the NFL. I was 1-4 in my premium picks. I can admit it when I have a losing day. There's always those people right in the Facebook group. They're like, the Vegas fixed this thing. It's like, no, my picks just weren't that good. And I'll tell you, I had 2 games that honestly I should have covered. And you know that if those 2 win, I have a winning day, right? I go from 1-4 to 3-2. It's that simple. The Raiders are on the 1-yard line. They have an illegal motion penalty on Richie Incognito and moves it back to the 6, and they end up kicking the field goal. I don't get the cover there, right? I mean, they're ready to score a touchdown. They're on the 1-yard line. And then the Bears giving up that late touchdown, also missing the 2 field goals. Just like that. But I think overall we've done okay. Certainly have had our good and bad. Yeah, that's the whole problem. Is if the games, some of the games I think are fixed. It's one per person, one pick per person. We did your other one, the Bryant game, Hawaii versus Illinois. This one, Illinois generally starts the season strong and finishes slow. Let's take a quick look at this one. Hawaii's been a good team in recent years. 3-1 to start the season. Illinois 2-1. I always like to look at who the one is. The one is South Dakota, and they lost by 5 in a game they were laying 1.5. Meanwhile, Illinois losing to Arizona. Really, no shame in that. You know, Arizona's great this year. They really are. But this one does not shape up to be this big of a number. I like Hawaii. I did a video on this one. I took Kentucky. You can see the detail on the video. Okay, as long it's fixed, but we're on the wrong side. Yeah, at pickdogs.com we have free picks on every game every single day. Tomorrow we'll have the Puck Dogs with us. Let's talk hockey. But we have free picks on every game every day at pickdogs.com, and I did tons of video. Okay. Darius Allen, if you have picks, the place to put those is in our Facebook group. You jerk. I use a number of sites for my stats. Games in the premium area. That game's in the premium area. I did the total already on this show. Oh, the Arizona 49ers. Yeah, I mean, the Cardinals still covered. It really doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I think the games are fixed. It's just a matter of being on the right side. I always think in football it's the second down holding penalty, or the illegal motion, or something like that. But anyways, if you're watching our show, if you can hit the thumbs up, it's greatly appreciated. Costs you nothing, takes you about 2 seconds, but helps us a ton. The way you do it is you shrink the comments, and if you're watching it on the phone, you just shrink the comments. And then you hit live. You can hit the thumbs up and then hit live chat again. Straight up bets, parlays are bad news. No idea. You'll have to ask Rod on that one in our Facebook group or tomorrow on the show. Real good at it. Do you have any more questions on games? Anything else? We got 9 NBA games today. We got about 100 college basketball games. Coastal Carolina, -2. It's one question per person. Let's see what we got. Coastal Carolina versus Middle Tennessee. Two teams I haven't paid a lot of attention to. Of course, Middle Tennessee was a team that a few years ago we really won a lot of money on. We had a real nice run with them. Now they're 3-0 to start the season. Coastal 1-2, but Coastal 2-point favorites in this game. Middle Tennessee really hasn't played anybody yet. They had a nice win over Lipscomb. They were getting 4 points in that one. So not a lot of respect here for Middle Tennessee. I think last year they had a down year. Meanwhile, Coastal 1-point losers to a good Northern Kentucky team in a pick'em game. and a loss to Campbell in a game they were laying 9 points. Yeah, I don't see anything here that says take Coastal. I like Middle Tennessee. Under, I did a video on that. You can take a look at it on YouTube. No. Belmont, no, only 22.5. Most lawyers don't work on weekends. My lawyer sent me a letter yesterday, but it didn't say anything. But hopefully it's resolved soon. Belmont's a great team. We've ridden them for a very long time. They hit a lot of threes. Defensively, they have problems. This is a lot of points, but I'll take Belmont. Lay the big number. There's a video on this. We went over this, and there's a video on it. Pacers Nets. We took the Nets in the video. You can see the backup there. Once again, it's one question per person, and that's 3 for you. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the show. Kareem thinks I'm his personal picker here. I took Utah State, the Bucks, the under in the Chiefs Chargers, Michigan State, Wofford, Bryant, Colgate, Hawaii, Middle Tennessee, and Belmont. I'm not going back to any other site. I own the sites. I own Sports Chat Place and I own Picks and Parlays. It's just a matter of I haven't been involved in the day-to-day operations, and I'm looking to take that back. The day-to-day operations. Pick Dogs is still where I'm going to be. I'll just be running those. It'll be a different organization. Let's just say that. But I don't know where we are with it. There's a video on this one. I took Irvine. There's a video on YouTube. You can hear my detail on the YouTube channel. I got tons of videos out there. I should list the videos on here that I did, and then that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start listing all the video picks that there are on YouTube that I did, and you can look at them because most of these games there's way more detail there. Anyways, we just ran down all the games we did. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate all you guys. I'm going to see you guys at halftime of that Chiefs-Chargers game, Monday Night Football. Have a great day, everyone. I'm going to be out on the golf course and quick 2-hour round, and then right back here. I'm going to be doing tons of videos on YouTube. So I see you guys have lots of questions on these games, but I'm telling you, you could have used your question on a game I didn't cover on YouTube. It's like that's the whole idea of the show, is kind of like Cal Irvine, Colorado. If you would have looked on YouTube, or Kareem has all these questions. If you look on YouTube, there's a video that won't take you more than a minute to watch. You can get answers on all those games. Then you could ask like the Bryant versus Niagara. Those are the ones. Those are the ones, man. You guys know it. Have a great day. See you tomorrow, or see you tonight, Monday Night Football.